explain my heart behind why I chose to publicly address Lecrae. So we serve the same God, and God's word and God's message does not change. So when I saw that he used his large platform to publicly push and promote and glorify a lifestyle of being righteous and ratchet, I was like, nah, I have a responsibility to use my large public platform to put a message out and let people know that we as believers do not all agree with that, and we don't stamp that, we don't co-sign that, right? Because the world needs to hear that alternative perspective. The tough part is when we communicate it behind the scenes, and I'm thinking we come to an agreement and an understanding of like the fact that that could be problematic or misleading for people, that 2 days later he still chose to want to monetize the moment and move forward with dropping shirts that say righteous and ratchet, and then a shirt saying, I can quote Cardi B and Corinthians. So then it's seeming like you're putting the business before the ministry, and we got to be careful about that in life. When you're doing ministry and business, it should never be business and then ministry. And the Great Commission like calls us as believers to make disciples of all the nations. And it's seeming like sometimes people trying to make customers of all the nations before disciples, you know what I'm saying? So if things get put out there publicly, I recently posted a video where I said, as believers, we can't glorify being righteous and ratchet. Then you wanted to insert yourself into the conversation. So you came behind me and posted a video saying that we need to keep some aspects of ratchetness and we need to do away with other aspects. Listen, bro, I know you. So I know you have a desire to fit in with the culture. But don't let that desire to fit in with the culture cause you to co-sign actions from the culture that are not of God. You heard me? Then you went on to say they were probably calling Jesus ratchet. Brother, no, you don't know that. Like, you're making that up. You don't know if they were calling Jesus ratchet. And even if they were, guess what? He wasn't calling himself ratchet. You heard me? So we know that we're sinners and we know that we need God's grace, but that don't mean that we co-sign a lifestyle or a term. You said hip hop was birthed from a place of ratchetness. No, it wasn't birthed from a place of ratchetness, bro. Like, where are you getting this from? And then you replied to me in your comments. I told you you could call me or we could go on IG Live if you want. You replied to me in your comments, and your definition of ratchet that you gave, as like how you see it, was literally copy and pasted from Wikipedia. Wikipedia. Bro, you come across real suburban when you tell me that that's your definition of ratchet, bro. So all I'm saying is, as believers, we got to watch what we co-signing with our